Welcome to the Grizzled Geek in Review for May 11th, 2018.
Yep.
These weeks just keep screaming by, man.
We're already in May.
We're in the summer. It's 105 degrees here in Arizona, so.
Yes.
Wow.
It'll only be 99 tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's up and down. Just not enough to get you sick.
With the day you're seeing this.
That's true. True, we're in the past. Yeah. We're here with your weekly wrap-up of nerd news. If it's geeks are sweating about it, we're going to report on it here. Or at least what we've found on the internet.
Yeah.
So
the good stuff.
Good stuff. So the top story this week, Comcast is stepping up to ruin our Marvel dreams by throwing another wrench in this whole Fox-Disney deal.
Sorry.
Now Comcast is coming back after dropping out initially with a cash offer of $60 billion as opposed to the $52 billion that Disney ponied up, which was a big chunk of that was in stock options.
Right.
So now, but that was also a big selling point for Rupert Murdoch, who thought the idea of the stock options was a better long-term investment than the cash.
Yeah.
Right? Which, come on, it's Disney. Their last movie just hit $1 billion in 10 days. So
yeah.
I would say that's a pretty good investment. I would love more Disney stock.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, but they're coming in and throwing another wrench in the deal. $60 million, and they're getting banks loans together to put this, to get the cash available. But it's all hinging on the AT&T Time Warner merger.
Right.
So, if the AT&T Time Warner merger goes through this summer, they're going to make the offer, the $60 million cash offer.
Right.
Right? $60 billion. What am I talking? This is out of our league kind of numbers here.
Yes.
They also, part of the reason why the deal went with, where Fox went with Disney is because there was possible tie-ups or some breakup fees involved with this going to Comcast, right?
Right, yeah.
They've also offered to pony up $2.5 billion in breakup fees as well. So they really want this, right?
Yeah.
They really want Fox, which, I mean, if there's any regulatory issues, they're going to have to pay $2.5 billion of that. That is a pretty, this is a pretty sweet deal. Now, it all depends on whether or not Rupert Murdoch wants the stocks for Disney more than he wants the cash, the immediate cash. But this is a lot of immediate cash.
Right.
Now, just yesterday, Disney said they are willing to let go the Sky component of this deal in order to make it go through. Now, that is a big deal because they had 39% of controlling interest in Sky, 39% of Sky. Yeah. And Sky is right now valued at $100 billion. So that is a big chunk. It's kind of like
that's giving up $39 billion.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's it's not the cash offer there, but we weigh the stocks and the fact that you're taking the Sky thing out of the deal.
Yeah,
I think that's a big play by Disney, and clearly what they want is Marvel properties and Hulu. So that is the big thing for them. Sky was just kind of like the added bonus, the jewel in there. I mean, it sucks they have to give up that much to get this deal to go through, but I think that is a major push to swing it back Disney's way, right?
Yeah.
So there's a couple things this hinges on now. It hinges on the AT&T Time Warner merger, right? If that goes through, then it's going to hinge on whether Rupert Murdoch values the Disney stock more than he values the immediate cash right now.
Right, yeah.
But man, Comcast, what are they?
Trying to ruin all our hopes and dreams.
I know. I'm just like, hopefully, there's some deals in place. We'll get some of these characters back regardless. Right. I think there's some deals where if they get sold, they have a chance of getting the rights back or whatever for some of these characters.
Yeah, we'll
but
see how
not all of them, So, but that's where we're at right now. Comcast stepping up to ruin our dreams of a unified Marvel.
Yeah. All right, our next story is Peter Jackson is considering whether to revisit Middle-earth or do a DC superhero movie.
What a choice.
Yeah, so this is according to One Ring on Twitter, and there's no word about what that Middle-earth property would be, whether he'd be looking at doing the Silmarillion or the Amazon TV series, which could be this one and the same thing.
Right. I know they're throwing a lot of money at the Amazon. They're pouring a lot of money in this TV series.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big production like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones
Game of Thrones style, yeah. And the Silmarillion would play well into that kind of more kind of edgy content. There are some, you could go pretty, not Game of Thrones, but you could go quite a bit more, hardcore.
Right.
I mean, like the major battle scenes in the Lord of the Rings were that, kind of, there was a good bit of violence and whatnot. So there, I would like to see a Silmarillion.
Peter Jackson Silmarillion?
Yes. Yeah. And I think it would be better as a TV series because you could do
the long
season
story.
arcs.
Yeah.
One season is, the different bits of the history.
Skip to the Gen 2 elves. Skip the whole the gods create the universe
I
thing.
think they would probably do the first one where it's they actually make the Silmarils and they get stolen and stuff like that. You do a little montage that talks about the creation of the world and the elves and all that kind of stuff.
Sets up
Then
the
you
gods.
then you have the battle with Morgoth and then you move on from there. But yeah, I think that would be awesome. So the rumor is if he does a DC superhero, he wants to do Superman. So
the Peter Jackson Superman. That's
it'd be interesting.
Yeah. Although, also, what would also be interesting would be to see him handle something like the Dark Avengers or something like that. Something that plays into his old horror roots back from,
Possibly,
Frightener days or Dead Alive or whatever is.
Right. Yeah.
Those. What he got started in. Would be cool, or the they're doing a Swamp Thing series, so probably would be another movie. But I think in the state that the DCFU's in right now, I think Peter Jackson stepping in, he'd pretty much get to do whatever he wanted with whoever he wanted.
I would hope that if he was gonna do that, it would be part of an entire reboot ish.
Yeah,
reboot.
Peter Jackson hasn't done anything since The Hobbit, which was not as good as Lord of the Rings, clearly, but there were some great moments in The Hobbit, in the Hobbit trilogy. I mean,
it was just drawn out too long.
Yeah, it was. They stretched a short children's book into 3 movies. Yeah. They added in Battle of the Five Armies, but
there was lots of side material to draw from, but it was still not 3 movies.
Not 3 movies long.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that one. What I want him to do,
Silmarillion. That's what I want, but we'll see.
Well, if he's not at least executive producing the Silmarillion when they're doing it, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
Amazon, you're doing something wrong if you don't hire him to at least executive produce it.
Yeah, if that's what the Amazon series is, which one would hope.
Or whatever if it's Middle Earth, he needs to be the guy.
Yeah.
All right. Back over to Marvel. Infinity War. Can it hit $2 billion? This is the big question now. There's only been a handful of movies that have hit $2 billion, right? We were talking about Force Awakens, Titanic, and Avatar, right? So is it going to join those ranks? One thing those have in common that it doesn't is they came out around Christmas time when there wasn't a big competition in the box office. So they're able to run for months at a time, gaining those kind of numbers. What's giving it a push is it opens in China this weekend, and it's looking to break records in China. It's already broken records for pre-sales. It's already up to 50 million in pre-sales, right? So if they have a big 100 million weekend there, and it's got a big long run. And the great thing about them, China, it's going to have the box office for a while. However, here in the States, it's running up against Deadpool next week. And then Solo the week after, right?
Yeah.
So we got some big movies coming out, but neither one of those coming out in China for a while. So it's got a ways to go in China.
Yeah. I mean, so what you'll see is, all right, so Infinity War goes to number 2 next week, and then number 3 the week after.
Yeah, it's still pretty.
It's still it's still there. It's still making.
Is it going to pull up Black Panther and stay in the top 10 for months at a time?
Oh yeah, I don't.
Because those are the only 2 films coming up. I looked at the slate. There's a few movies coming out.
It'll be in the top 5 all summer long in my estimation.
If it does, it's definitely going to hit that $2 billion mark. Right now, it's currently sitting at 1.3 billion. But that's before China.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, we'll see, man. If it gets up there, we'll probably see sad Cameron. He's already upset about Avengers. He's seeing once he starts. I mean, it's not going to hit. It's not going to hit Avatar, Titanic numbers. was 2.6 billion.
Well, you got to remember, those are because these were re-released.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
were reimagined in 3D or whatever, and then they were re-released.
Yeah.
So this is, over 2 billion with multiple runs.
Yes.
So yeah.
I'm going to make a prediction. I think it's going to do it. I think it's going to. You can cross that line. It's going to hit it. So it's a crazy movie.
Yep. All right. Also in exciting news, Sherlock Holmes 3 officially announced for Christmas of 2020. We got to wait a while.
Yeah.
But
We've already had to wait 7 years for.
yeah, it's been a long time. So Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law both expected to reprise their roles.
Yeah.
We're not sure whether or not we're going to get Guy Ritchie back. I hope so. I liked his take on the. This is my favorite Sherlock Holmes.
Ooh, unpopular opinion there.
Yeah, I love the TV show. The TV show is a lot of fun, but this I like the time period. Sticking with the time period.
All the Cumber bitches are going to tweet you.
Yeah. Hey, if they had stopped after season 2, I might have been okay. But season 3 was kind of wonky.
Not
it
as
was
good.
weird.
Not as good.
But anyways, so it's still exciting. These are
Yeah.
going to be cool.
But
I'm excited.
That's a weird timing because it's going up against what? Avatar 2 and Sing 2? The competition that Christmas?
Sing?
Sing? You remember the animated?
The animated movie?
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing a second one? That's cool. I love that movie. It was great.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I
I don't care about Avatar 2. The first one was cool. Can't wait to see Pandora, the World of Avatar.
We do a show just on
Disney World.
Avatar, right? Because
But Avatar 2 could
the big question is, I mean, how many years they spent doing the technology, all the millions spent on bringing Avatar, is it relevant anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, it was big. The first one that came out was such a huge hit because no one's ever seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was a spectacle, not a good story.
It was.
I mean, it was a good story. It was
a good story. So Dancing with Wolves. I was going to say,
So-
Dancing with Wolves in space.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a good story.
Yeah.
It was just a spectacle.
Yeah.
That's why it made so much money.
If you kids haven't seen Dancing with Wolves, go watch Dancing with Wolves.
Then watch Avatar
Then
right
watch
away
Avatar right away.
and see what we're talking about.
It's the same movie. All right. That does it for our main stories. Now we're on to our Nerd Nuggets, Doug's favorite section, favorite titled section.
Yeah, the second's fine. It's your insistent on giving it 3 titles.
The Nerd Nugget. You like the Nerd Nugget
That's fine.
icon I can bring out there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or a Geek Bite icon if you want.
No, you don't need to do that.
All right. So, top story in our small stories is Iron Man's missing a suit.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Mark was the Mark III armor from the first movie, valued at over $320,000, is missing. It's been stolen, which is odd because I don't know where you're gonna. I mean, unless it's some private collector's hiding in his basement somewhere, where are you gonna sell something like this? I mean, it's unique. There's only one that they had out there, right?
Yeah.
The Mark III. This is the one that Downey wore in the movie.
Right.
And this is one of the last times he actually wore an Iron Man suit because going on from Avengers on, it was all CG.
Right.
Right? He'd wear like the shoulder pads and the helmet, and he'd helmet close over his face and then he's gone. Now he doesn't even do that. Now he doesn't even bother showing up. He shows up for his parts. Iron Man suit comes on digitally. He goes and does a voiceover. Doesn't even just show up anymore for the action scenes.
Yeah. Just protect this
But back
screen
in the
front of his
day,
face.
back in Iron Man 1, he had to wear a full suit.
Right.
Right? So, and it is a cool suit.
Yeah.
But man, what are you gonna do with it? Is there like a black market underground for these replicas that you,
Maybe.
or not replicas? This is the actual.
Yeah. There's just some dude, some nerd,
'Cause you
walking
can't show it
around
off
in his
to
Iron Man
anybody.
suit. Look.
Well, if you can't show it to anybody. It's gonna get out. You can't really sell it without someone knowing. But someone's got the Iron Man suit, so
All right.
he's gonna run around his basement wearing it.
Yeah. Sit on the couch, watching Iron Man movies in it. All right. Simon Kinberg says the Gambit script is ready. Kong Skull Island director Jordan Vaught Roberts possibly up to direct.
Possibly. But do we care about this anymore? It's Gambit.
I like Gambit.
Is Channing Tatum involved? We don't know what the hell's going on with this movie.
Otherwise, yeah.
Is Disney going to allow it to happen if they get it?
It's going
to be a Comcast movie.
This is a back of the. I'll believe it when I see it. When there's a trailer out, then I'll be excited about it.
Yes.
But otherwise, who knows?
All right. So, yeah, I don't. After this whole we got excited. Gordon Verbinski was going to do it. You know, I was
Yeah.
really super excited about the game movie. Now I'm like, I don't care. I'll care when I see a trailer. All right, and into breaking our heart news. If you haven't seen Avengers: Infinity War, it's going to be a spoiler for you. So if you haven't seen it, skip ahead. Don't listen to this. But James Gunn told us, translated what Groot's final words were in Avengers: Infinity War. And apparently this is in the script. This was what it was supposed to be. He wrote the Guardians of the Galaxy parts to it, right?
Okay.
So Groot's last words as he was dying was "Dad." He called Rocket Dad.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. Yeah. So he's like, just like Spider-Man was calling out to
Yep.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah. Oh man. So just twisting the knife a little bit more there. Still haven't fully come to grips with the whole movie. I've seen it a few times now.
All right. In Killing Comics news, DC Comics is going to follow Marvel, increase cover prices from $2.99 to $3.99. I honestly can't see the rest. Remember the last time I saw a $2.99 comic?
It was like $1 back when I was.
Yep.
And I was complaining then. I remember there was 75 cents.
Yeah,
But-
I don't mean.
Was it like $1.50 or something like that was what it got up to?
Well, no, I mean, yeah, there was. I remember when X-Men Unlimited, you know, the quarterly, like premium 50-page, whatever it was, 48-page book, was $1.99. And that was that was your expensive.
That was your expensive issue. That's
yeah.
$4 an issue.
$4
How do people collect more than a couple issues?
Yeah, yeah, and everything's an event. I mean, nobody can.
You have to collect all of them now.
This is why you buy graphic novels.
I remember my pull list used to be crazy. It's like a stack. You know,
when I worked at a comic book store,
Yeah.
I read 80% of Marvel and DC.
yeah.
I had to, you know, but now I would. This is why I do Valiant.
Yeah.
Because I can't afford to do
Can't afford.
Marvel and DC anymore.
Collect
There's lots of cool stuff I wish I had read.
So why I collect graphic novels now? Because
Yeah.
like, I want to read the story, but I can't afford $4 an issue to get it.
Yeah.
Or buy all the other titles they have that tie into it. So,
Yeah.
all right.
It's
Well, we'll see
insane.
what happens there. DC raising the prices. All right. Russo brothers. Recently, Ryan Reynolds kind of made fun of the no spoilers ad that the Russo brothers put out with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's hilarious. You should read the tweet. It's got the little note basically saying not to spoil Deadpool kind of thing, right? Poking fun at Infinity War all over the place. And the Russo brothers have responded with this image here. So, those of you listening to us instead of watching us, it is the Infinity Gauntlet giving Ryan Reynolds the finger. Succinct and to the point.
That's awesome.
So why I love the Russo brothers and Ryan Reynolds. Just their whole back
Yeah.
and forth is great.
Yep. All right, four-time Academy Award nominated actress Annette Bening just signed on for a key role in Captain Marvel, which is already filming. So what's going on?
It's a key role,
here?
yeah. Well,
How do you put in a key role after filming has started?
the rumor is it's either her mother, which is a major character in the comics that they actually, they have a very contentious relationship,
Okay.
or it's somebody or some fighter pilot that she looks up to. Someone from the comics. I'm not familiar with that character, but we don't know one of those two roles. But
Okay. Interesting.
yeah, so who knows? We don't know. But Annette Bening, she's a good actress. So I mean, proof that, again, that Marvel can get any actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they bring in these big actors, even if they're for bit roles. They actually give them a significant dialogue or chance to shine.
Yeah.
So and everyone's like, everyone wants to be in a Marvel movie. So. Including Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg wants to be in a Marvel movie.
And this is hilarious.
Oh, this is great.
Wow.
He did say he would love. People are asking him, of course. There's a lot of these news of people saying, "I want to be these people. I want to be cast as this." He said, and people asked him if he wanted to play in a Marvel universe. He said, "Yeah, he'd love to play Captain Britain because it was a British character that he grew up with." Now, if you know Captain Britain from the comics, he's a big
not
boy.
the correct size.
He's a big boy. But then again, if Chuck can beef up and be Shazam, see Simon Pegg. No, big foam muscles for Captain Britain. All right, well,
No.
Simon Pegg's awesome, and if he was Captain Britain, I would watch it. I'd be totally down. Put on the rubber suit. I just laugh hysterically because it's
Yeah.
totally going to be a rubber suit if he puts it.
That's hilarious. So Dexter star Michael C. Hall would like to play Batman. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't want to play Batman? But I would be all over this as opposed to Jake Gyllenhaal. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Michael C. Hall as Batman. If you're a fan of Dexter, which I was, you know that he's a really good actor, but he can do that whole dual personality. You know, he come across that dark. You know, he could pull off an awesome Bruce Wayne, and he look great as Batman. So I'm a big fan of Michael C. Hall. So
that's the main star. Mm-hmm. He's just got a weird looking face, though.
Really? I think he's.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the images. I've never watched Dexter, so I've only seen still images of him, and he's got this weird flat face.
Well, he's playing a serial killer. It's like, I mean,
like literally flat face. Like he doesn't have cheeks; they just go straight down. It looks like. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way the.
I don't see it, but people say he's really good looking. I mean, he's no Thor, but I mean. I don't know. I think he's got the chin for Batman. He'll pull off. That's all that matters. If you got a good chin,
there you go.
You can pull off Batman. All right. So Black Panther was a huge hit this year for Disney.
If you hadn't heard
this little movie, it was still in a top 5 when Infinity War came out months later.
Nice.
So it had a nice long run, but how big of an impact did it have on Disney? Well, year to year, it increased their revenue by 21% just by itself, which means their next year's February numbers are going to tank. As they hit another Black Panther phenomenon.
Unless Captain Marvel can pull.
Yeah, true. When does Captain Marvel come out? Is it?
I think it's right around that time.
Oh, in that case, yeah, never mind.
Because it's Ant-Man and Wasp this year, and it's Captain Marvel next year.
Because it comes out before Avengers. You're right. So if it takes that spot,
if we get that female phenomena, just like we had with Wonder Woman,
you
know that.
And if it's a good movie,
if you have a solid movie, like Black Panther was an amazing movie. If we can get in a movie that quality,
in that spot,
yeah.
But 21%, man.
I think the numbers are still going to go down because.
That's a big. One movie increased their year-to-year revenue by 21%. That's pretty good.
But there's some hope. Yeah. All right. Patty Jenkins ends up with $9 million for Wonder Woman 2, which will make her the highest-paid female director. Which wasn't she already?
No, she wouldn't. She'd make the.
Oh, yeah.
That was the big thing. She was just a regular, I don't even know how much she got for Wonder Woman 1, but that was a big negotiation to get her back for Wonder Woman 2, right?
She deserves it.
Yeah.
The
movie makes that kind of money.
It is the highlight of their universe, so
do
whatever you have to do to keep her.
Wonder Woman is the only reason the DCFU hasn't flushed and started over again.
You keep her and Gal Gadot, you could flush everybody else, and as long as you keep those two, you got something to build on.
We'll see if Aquaman does the same when it comes out, but really, that's the only thing.
I'm hopeful.
It looks good.
Momoa looks awesome as
James Wan is awesome, so we have high hopes for that movie. Okay, Rick and Morty fans, rejoice! Finally, they've announced the 4th season's been renewed. But on top of that, we renewed actually a little more than a 4th season, because normally there's 10 episode seasons. Mm-hmm. They announced they've been signed for 70 more episodes. 70. That's 7 seasons of Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty's only 10 episode long seasons?
10 to 12, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because a typical season is 20 to 24 episodes.
Right. No, these take... Rick and Morty is a weird thing because it takes a while in between each one, right? Each year, so it's not just every year. Rick and Morty comes out, and then you got to wait, and hopefully the next one gets renewed. So now finally they've said 70 episodes are coming. So there you have it, folks. 70 more episodes of Rick and Morty. That's going to be awesome. It's not gotten old yet. I love Rick and Morty, so all you fans rejoice. Yeah. Well, that does it for this week's Nerd News, guys. If we missed anything, please let us know in the comments down below. If you have any comments on any of the stories we've covered today, please let us know.
What do you want Peter Jackson to do?
What do you think want Peter Jackson to do? And what do you think about this Comcast deal? Is it going to happen, or is Disney going to get their characters?
No, better not.
Oh,
I think Disney's going to get their characters one way or the other.
One way or the other. I think so, too. Yeah. But we'll see what's going to happen. And will acquiring Fox save Comcast if that's what they're looking to do? So
I didn't know Comcast was in any kind of trouble. They've got deep pockets.
They got deep pockets, but they don't have anything really
Warner Brothers,
Yeah,
which is
not doing well.
too well. But
All right, so yeah,
their
just let us
parks
know.
are doing good though.
They're part, yeah, yes they are.
The Universal Studios are owned by Comcast, and they're doing pretty well.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Yeah, let us know down below. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so a number of ways.
Down below, you'll find 3 links. One to our Teespring store, one to our Amazon affiliate link, and one to patreon.com/The Grizzled Geek, where you can support us with a donation.
Yep, we appreciate it, guys. We'll see you next week with some more nerd news.
Bye.
Bye.